Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode. I hope you all are doing well today. We're going to be taking a look at another game from the PlayStation Plus service that is also a PS1 game that was released for the service, and that game is Syphon Filter. Now, the game does look a lot better than it did on the PS1. Graphically, it still looks the same, but the filters and everything make it look really awesome. So we're going to take a look and see how it runs, how it plays, and if you should consider playing it yourself. So let's get into it. Alright, here we go with the main menu. I just want to show this off real quick. Main menu is still the same. Now, one thing I like is that you can do the widescreen and it doesn't affect anything. It still looks incredible even in the stretched screen mode. It still looks awesome. Doesn't look distorted or anything like some games tend to do. They tend to look really distorted or really stretched out, but this is one of those ones that did not look like that. I feel like they did a really good job getting this, properly situated and everything. Now, I'm not going to go through any of this because I am doing a playthrough of the game, so keep an eye out for that, where I do have all the mission briefings that I do read out and everything, and I do watch all the cutscenes. So we're going to go ahead and skip over this cutscene too, and we're going to skip over this one here.
Check.
All right, now first thing I'm going to do here is start taking out some guys. Now, control wise, it still controls the same way. You can use the analog stick, much like in the original version of this on the PS1, but I never liked using the analog stick because it does get a little wonky, as you can see right there. He just kind of, goes all over the place and moves when you don't want him to. So I always use the D-pad instead for these games. Now, I do use the analog stick in the later Syphon Filter games, almost says Silent Hill again. I'm going to do my favorite thing here, which is lighting this dude on fire. Alright, you are done. Now, to change your weapons, you hold down the select, or you just push select and it'll change your weapons, and then pause is with the left side of the touchpad. Select is for the, pause is for the right side of the touchpad, and then select is the left side of the touchpad. So it's similar to if you play any of these games on PlayStation Vita or anything like that, or even if you did some of the PS2 games on PlayStation 4, they did have the same setup where the start and select button were the touchpads. Now, this is something I don't like, is the auto aim. Sometimes the lock on doesn't work properly and they'll lock on, but the enemies are running past you and you're just like, okay, trying to hit this guy and nothing's happening. Now, I do recommend, if you're going to play this game, I recommend using the unlimited ammo code. It's really the only game that has it, but use that code, and also try out the enemies die easily code, because they'll die a lot quicker, and you can also get a powered up 9mm, which does help as well. It just gives everybody a one-hit kill, and it helps getting through some of the levels a lot easier, because some of these later levels are brutal, if you ask me. Now, we're going to do one thing here. We're going to get a grenade launcher because it is going to help with this slight mini-boss that's coming up here. All right, Gabe, let's do this. Do I still have... I do not have any machine gun ammo. Crap. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Because there's a couple guys that are going to come up here and try and start trouble with me. So we're just going to get them from here. 9mm is going to do its job. There's also a code for a hard mode, which, is recommended if you want to try it. It's a secret hard mode that was not available without the code, I believe. Never actually tried it because this game's already tough as it is. I really don't need to have trouble going through on an extra hard difficulty. So, let us collect this guy's weapons and ammo, and his weapons and ammo. There we go. Get the the grenade launcher ready. Now, I first read about this game in GamePro magazine back in 1999, and it said, I'm going to stop real quick, it said Metal Gear Solid competitor, and I was like, wait a minute, there's no way anything can compete with Metal Gear Solid, because that game was so incredible, so awesome, had so much fun with it. Oh, I damn near killed myself there. But sure enough, this game was very awesome, and I loved every minute of this game, except for the fact that I had a little trouble with this first level, and I I missed an objective. I was like, well, what am I supposed to do here? How am I supposed to get through this level? Because there's nothing here. There's no. I got to the spot where they told me to go.
And destroyed the comm equipment, but I don't see their uplink dish.
And it just, I couldn't figure it out. And so a friend at school told me, oh yeah, you missed a bomb that you got to save. You got to save a CBDC agent over in a certain area. And it's just, when I finally figured it out, I was like, oh, okay, I got you. Okay. So I figured out where it was, got through that level, or through this level, and then I got stuck on the second level, which is the destroyed subway. And it can be a little bothersome in that level because there's fire all over the level, just engulfing the stage. And you're like, how am I supposed to get through this? Because if you get hit by the fire, I'm not going to do it here, but if you get hit by the fire, it basically kills you pretty quickly. Basically like a one-hit kill, if you will. And I'm just like, well, okay then. Don't get hit by the fire. And even if a guy's on fire, do not run into them because you will catch on fire very easily. There we go. 2-hit kills with a shotgun. I'd love to use a shotgun in this game too. I'm really hoping that we get the other Syphon Filter games soon because they did say that they were rated in, I think, Korea. So we'll see what happens. If we do get them, that's going to be awesome. And I will definitely do a coverage of Syphon Filter 2, 3, Dark Mirror, Logan's Shadow, all the games that came out, all the PSP games. I might even cover Omega Strain. There we go. Oh, one-hit kill. If you're close enough, you get a one-hit kill on them. Nice. Okay, let's try it again. One-hit kill. Nice. Very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Hey, we got some more guys over here. All right. Okay. He wants a piece of the action too, huh? Oh, damn it. Okay, if you let them... There's a certain spot. If they end up killing a CBDC agent, you'll fail the mission. But I think that's about it for the gameplay here. So let's go into my final thoughts on this game as a whole, because I'm going to be basically giving my final thoughts on what I think about the game today compared to what I think about it now as well. But definitely, if you should consider playing it yourself. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so my final thoughts on this game. It's still awesome. I still love this game, but it does have its issues where there's moments where it does still kind of sort of have control issues where you're trying to run and you'll fall off platforms when you're trying not to fall off platforms, or you'll try to climb a platform and you'll fall. So my one gripe is that the controls are still kind of finicky at times. You just got to get used to them. I recommend, like I said, using the D-pad and not the analog stick because it'll help you traverse through the levels a little bit easier, because the analog stick just kind of moves your character all over the place. And yes, Gabe still runs like he's got to go to the bathroom really bad, so that's not really a flaw. That's just how the character was designed, and it's like that in all three of the original Syphon Filter games. But should you play this game today? Absolutely, definitely check it out. I know a lot of people were really excited when they announced that this was coming to the PlayStation Plus service, especially with trophies. A lot of fans were excited to see that it was coming out with trophies, and I did platinum this game as well. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I did platinum the game a couple weeks back. It's really not that difficult to platinum the game. Basically, you just need to go through and shoot 30 windows, get 19 headshots, complete the levels. Certain characters you got to save, certain enemies you got to kill, such as the helicopter. And then there's a secret trophy for finding a secret armory in the base bunker, which is pretty easy. It's really easy to find that one, actually. I found it by accident, and I was like, oh, that's the trophy. Also, there's one trophy where you kill a guy that's just, not doing any harm, but you get a trophy just for shooting him. And I was like, okay, that works. But definitely check it out. And the cool thing about this is, if you don't already have the game on PS3, then it's about $10 to purchase on PlayStation Plus. Or, sorry, let me rewind. You don't have to have PlayStation Plus to play this game. You can purchase it separately, which are some games are getting, separate purchasable options to buy the game, such as Toy Story. I believe Hot Shots Golf had one. But then again, yes, some games are tied to PlayStation Plus, such as Resident Evil Director's Cut. So that game, unfortunately, you have to have PlayStation Plus to get it. But I'm hearing that if you live in the UK, that you do not have to worry about, buying PlayStation Plus to get the game, because if you already owned it on PlayStation 3, they give you the they gave you the version on PS5 and PS4 because the director's cut that we have here is the director's cut that they got on PS3 there. So the reason it's locked here is because we got the DualShock version. But if you do own Syphon Filter, you do get to get the game free of charge. It will show up in your library. You can download it, no problem, no issues. And I'm hoping they do that with a lot more games, because there's a lot of games I got on PS3 that I would love to have on the PS5 with no additional cost whatsoever. And I know some games, like maybe the Resident Evils, are probably not going to do that. That would be nice if they did, but I don't see them doing that with those. Then again, like I said, Resident Evil Director's Cut DualShock was not the version they got in the UK, but the version we got here. So that's probably why they did it for us here and made us get PlayStation Plus in order to get the game and everything. But yeah, definitely check out the game. And if you're not a PS5 owner and you want to play the PS1 version, it's really not that hard to find this game. You can still get it on the PS3, like I said, about $5 there. And then if you're looking for the physical edition, it will run you about $10, $20, not much at all. I think I got it for probably $5, between $5 and $10 when I saw it at the store. So definitely keep an eye out for that there. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. But before we leave, I want to ask you guys, what is your favorite Syphon Filter game of all time? Let me know down in the comments below. I would like to thank you again for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I always enjoy making these videos because it gives me a chance to revisit the past and introduce these older games to a newer audience who might be interested in trying them out for themselves. But it also gives me a chance to bring back the memories to those older fans who used to play these games back in the 90s and early 2000s, such as myself. But as always, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up and ring that bell to be notified of when videos go live. Share with your friends and family, and I'll see you next time.